Ready to start the stream with all the USB holes filled with USB stuff. Ports, they're called ports, right. See you in a minute. Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Welcome to Famicom Dojo, Pile of Shame Live, where this week we're going to play Chrono Trigger, and do all the side quests, or maybe none of the side quests. I don't know, we've done one little one so far? Not really entirely sure. Again, you can see this is the Super Famicom cartridge. We're not playing in Japanese, worry not. I have it in my Retron 5 here. So we got save states, we got a translation patch, and it's all around been an enjoyable experience so far. I should probably mention again that for Christmas, Vinnk gifted me this wonderful double Switch physical copy for the Nintendo Switch. So that's great. This artwork is beautiful, isn't it? I mean, I thought I would enjoy Corey Haim, my Switch game, as much as I do with this. And I dropped a whole mess of things over here, which I'll get later. But I also gifted to me by you, the viewers, through Vinnk's, I was going to call it Rising Stuff, Japan Retro Direct store. This box copy of Final Fantasy VI, also for Super Famicom. We'll play it the same way. Sounds like people want me to do that one next. We'll see. But everyone said I should finish Chrono Trigger. So that's what I'm going to do come hell or high water. Then maybe we'll do some other things in between. And then maybe I'll intersperse Final Fantasy VI with more things. But at this point, I'm just like burning through. I'm going to get through Chrono Trigger. I thought maybe I'd finish it in December, and boy, was I wrong. Anyway, where we're at now is we've gone back to the end of time. We've found out where Lavos came from. We've found out where the gurus of that magical kingdom were from. And we've lost Chrono fighting Lavos the first time. But apparently the Guru of Time has a way to get him back with a little egg called a Chrono Trigger. This is good stuff. Anyway, so this is the part of the game where you can use the time travel mechanic to its fullest, and we're not going to do that. We're just going to keep powering through. It might do a few more things, but for the most part, we're just gonna save Chrono. So without further ado, to the retro station.
Shame.
All right. Oh yeah, and then my total party kill. Yes, I had 3 of those last week, which were my first 3 ever. I think I might have had 1 the week before, thinking that it was something that was supposed to happen, and I was incorrect. So, where were we? All right, so a little cheat sheet here. Holiday challenge. Oh yeah, there was a Chrono Trigger holiday challenge that went between December 1st and 31st, 2022. I would not have gotten done nearly fast enough for that to make sense. But anywho. I did not close my window, did I? Ruh-roh, Raggy. Well. That is certainly a thing. There we go. Yeah, there was this clone one I was thinking of doing. I'm probably not going to do. Let's go back here. Death Peak. There are 3 main challenges to climbing Death Peak, during each of which you will be assisted by the Poyozo doll. I don't know what that means. So. Okay. All right. Hold on, there's a lot here it's talking about. I mean, I figure if I do this, then I'm not going to be able to get to these side quests later. So what I may end up doing is I may play this game on my own, in like a New Game Plus fashion, and then do it on my own time. But I think it's gone pretty well so far, how we've been able to handle this. Oops, I meant to travel in time. And figure out how to do things quickly and efficiently. I say as it's been 19 hours or whatever to the game. Also, I'm drinking the Raspberry Kringle Stout tonight, which isn't my favorite compared to was it just a regular Kringle Stout? Oh, it was a pecan Kringle Stout. That was very good. This tastes like a raspberry Kringle too, but have some of those left over from Christmas. There was an old-fashioned version that they made too, which is very good. So this is me at the end of the week, unwinding, playing some video games. So we are going to Death Peak. Death Peak. Is this it right here? I'm going to save state here. Okay, I can't go any further. So their civilization has collapsed essentially, and their the people who had magical powers thanks to Lavos no longer have them. A giant mountain crashed into the sea. Northern Cape. Well, I was here already. That's right. That's where I got. And I have the Magus now. We've set aside our differences, and we're all friends now, trying to save the world together. Apparently, yeah, scruffy looking RGB. Apparently, he was a child from this era, got thrust into the future. Hence all the warring and stuff. But now he's back. Thanks to our machinations. All right, hold on. So it says to start out in 12,000 BC. Oh, okay, sorry. I'm not in the right place. I need to be in the future. Going to the dome. once you have the clone. Should I get the clone? I don't want to do this. So this is what I had a trouble with last time. There's a way to do it at the Millennial Fair, but I couldn't find Beckler's lab. And then I tried to go and I looked it up here. All right, hold on. Oh, it's that tent, the House of Horrors? Okay, that helps. The guy didn't show me a picture nor explain where this was. I guess it just assumed that I was supposed to know. But it's this hut. Oh, do I have to get points first? Good lord. All right, well, this will be a flashback to the first episode of this series. And get ourselves some silver points. And I think that this robot levels up with us. So we'll see how much of a fight it puts up. $15 points. Sounds good to me. That's it. I grinded? Those both sound bad. I used this to grind my levels when the game first started, which ended up being a good choice, I think. This game has been a wild ride, y'all. I'm glad they've been with me for the last 19 weeks. Good lord. We can only play like, what is it? 90 minutes at a time, basically. Norstein Beckler's lab. Chrono clone. Take the challenge. How many do I need? All right. Hello, Rachel. How are you? All right, let's fight this guy again. So what's been happening, guys, since last week? I've still been burning through Doctor Who myself. Just watched the season finale of Willow today. Didn't know it was going to be just 8 episodes. But as I mentioned before, Disney Plus series, like I'm surprised that Andor was 10. Is 10 or is it 12? It's 12, right? Yeah, it's like 12 episodes. So, I won't say much except that there's something at the very end that not only hints, but like basically outright asserts so that there will be 3 seasons of this show and story that they want to tell, and I'm here for it. I know some people have been kind of down on Willow, and I think mostly that stems from, like, unlike other legacy sequels, like let's say Star Trek Picard, right? Very much aimed at the adults who watched The Next Generation 30 years ago, or even kids at the time. So they're dropping S-bombs. Everything's hardcore and serialized, you know. Whereas Willow, I think their main idea is to get someone to watch a good TV show based on the nostalgia of the Willow movie, which it's still very much a part of, and I believe, and pays homage to, and is a workable extension thereof. But the target audience isn't necessarily those kids turned adults like Star Trek Picard. I think it's more aimed at their kids, or the young adults who may be watching it. They also drop an S-bomb here or there, but it's more like a PG-13 variety, as it were. Heat wave? Yeah, how warm is it there? Mimic what you see. L, left arm, R, right arm. Y, laugh, A, surprise. Y-A, L-R-Y-A. Okay. I'm going to save it right here. Ah, crap. Ah. Nope. Is this cheating? I don't know. I mispressed, not because I didn't understand what I was supposed to do, but because I'm an idiot. A nervous idiot. Hey! All right, that works. All right, well, that wasn't so bad. I thought it was going to be like wasting everyone's time trying to figure out where the heck I was supposed to go. Is that an actual reptite, or is that just someone in a costume? It's the Millennial Fair, so it's kind of hard to say. Residence. Chrono's house. Boom. Hey, Chrono's mom. Yeah, I got the clone. Hey, kitty. Anything above zero is a heat wave. Yeah, that's a fact. It was so cold. I usually, I've learned how to run outdoors since the pandemic and wasn't able to use any treadmills. Didn't end up buying a treadmill. I thought about that, but I'm like, if it breaks down, it's gonna be a big money thing. So I just learned how to run outside. But I don't like going out anything less than 16 or even 18 degrees. So it's been higher than that lately. So today it was 23 this morning. Very nice. Anyway. We are going to not the apocalypse. We're going to go to the future! Future. And away we go. Don't have to race that bonehead anymore, thank God. Have I even been here? What is this place? Let's save this too. Genodome. Doesn't seem like... Nothing's working. Come back later. Threw out our Christmas tree yesterday or the day before, finally. Kind of a bummer, dude. Christmas came and went too fast. I don't want to do that either. Where am I going? There we are. Oh, left or up? Left and up? Hello. What do we have here? The The Sun Keep. Oh, this is where I can get the stone if I were smart and had thought to complete that quest before it was too late. Next time, next time. All right, so if I were a mountain peak, oh, I bet you it's right here. Huh? Death Peak, booyah. So we need to talk to someone, eh? Oh, yeah. I think this guy was one of the gurus, and he's inside of a new now. The pendant shimmers. She's starting to shimmy. Never mind. Is that airplane 2? Pretty sure. Magic tab, not too bad. There he is. Oh, I need the clone. Oh, God. Have any of you guys listened to the Adventure Zone? So, hello. Oh, that's how I get up the mountain. Oh, God. Is the game glitching? No. There's 3 of them. Okay. Okay. The switch is on his stomach. Okay. Feels like that's going to come up in a bad way at some point. Yeah, the Adventure Zone. Spoilers. In the first campaign, a character dies and is basically brought back with a clone. It's a very sweet, wonderful moment. Actually, it happens to 2 characters. What happens to one of the player characters, too? There he is. All right, well. This won't be annoying at all. Hide behind trees when it blows. Oh, there's a tree. Ah, I was behind it, but it pushed me. What the? Oh, behind the tree, behind the tree. Not behind from my perspective, but behind the tree from... Come on now. Oh, I made it. Oh. Oh, am I safe now? Cool. Let's push A to win. Oh, you call it a cracker. Anyway, I mentioned I was watching Doctor Who also. Did I mention that? Well, I'm mentioning it now. And I'm almost done with the David Tennant run. We have an episode on Tube Loops Watch the Tube. If you've been to FamicomDojo.tv or you subscribe to Vinnk's channel, you can listen to the full podcast we did, which I broke up into 2 episodes. One that came out last week, and then one a bonus one I'll do next week. We had kind of 2 discussions, which is why I did it that way. Also, it was 3 hours, so I didn't want to do a 3-hour podcast. So I got an hour and 50 some odd minute one to start with, which is all about Christopher Eccleston's tenure, bringing the show back, and how that particular season was, in Vinck's view, bad. Not entirely wrong on that point, but also how it was how it couldn't have been much different, I don't think, in order for the show to have successfully come back for the seasons I'm currently watching, which were regarded as the most popular just by sheer numbers of viewers and just the popularity of David Tennant. When, I think Peter Capaldi was quite good, but I'm not sure how people thought or felt around that time, so. I don't want to use the lapis. I should just heal Froggy. There we go. Well, I'm not ready for this yet. So, with that in mind, shoot, I'll have to fight them again. All right, time to heal. Oh, I don't have a character. Oh, he's dead. Great. Fantastic. I may have to change out my party after this, because I had Ayla because she, I was trying to defeat Ozzy, which I stupidly didn't realize that there's Ozzy, Sting, and Slash. Should have figured out that musical connection. So much so. Anyway. But yeah, watching the David Tennant series again, and I'm feeling like the season with Donna is the strongest out of all of them. The show with Rose felt very much like a part 2, and like they had intended to keep Eccleston for that stuff, which obviously didn't work out. But I think it worked out better this way for lots of reasons. But also what helped, I mean, I feel like the stories overall were the most consistent and strongest since that first season. Ooh. But also what really helped was that there was more, I don't want to call it navel gazing per se, but because it was Tennant's last full season and we all knew that, they did a lot to bring back characters and situations from earlier in the tenure, and then going all the way back to Eccleston's season. So you got Martha for 3 regular episodes to come back again, which was great. Reminded me of the first season, how companions would kind of come and go. And like you got Jack, and he became a companion for a while, and like the makeup of the show was really felt like really dynamic and fluid, which it wouldn't again for a while. Although I guess Mickey was, I think I mentioned it in the podcast, but Mickey is very much the boyfriend that they forgot to kill. Like in any other episode, he would have been dead, but they ended up not killing him. Although, come to think of it, in Matt Smith's first season, they do kill the boyfriend, but they bring him back. Spoilers. Oh, I don't think I like this. Not even remotely. Ugh. Oh, I meant to change out my people. Oopsie doodles. Ooh. Oh, and he's dead. Oh no. Oh, very no. Am I gonna have to start over? Can't run away. I'm hosed. I'm hosed. Another total party kill, y'all. Dang it. I don't think I saved this since I got the Chrono clone. So we'll have to do that again. Sorry, everyone. Oh no, I saved it here, thank God. Okay. Where? There it is. You gotta do this whole thing again, though. Apologies. So yeah, you had that. Captain Jack comes back, but then you have the two-part finale, which the first part, it was later explained it was meant to be like a companion reunion episode, right? Like, so you had Sarah Jane Smith from her TV show, and you had Captain Jack and Gwen and Yanto from Torchwood, and Rose had been, I forgot to mention Rose. Rose had been popping up throughout the season, after having not been seen for all of Tennant's second year. And so they're in a literal, what we would now, a video chat, but we would not recognize as a Zoom chat. And it has all of the drama and disconnectedness of an actual Zoom chat. But like, you know, like some TV shows or even like stage plays, I'm thinking of like Star Kid, for instance, like they went to that like virtual format and like did whole shows that way. It was a good attempt, and it was something that I think should have been tried given the circumstances, but it missed something, and I really feel like the performances of these like 4 disconnected sets of people, it didn't feel great. I don't know. I liked the idea, but like that first episode was just all that, and not much else. I'm gonna save it here. And so the second one does a lot more work because it's a 2-parter. It was kind of a 3-parter because you had Donna. Doing her best, or it was a Donna-centric episode, but it also, oh, so I have to have everyone behind the tree, great. It was a Donna-centric episode, but it recapped the whole David Tennant era, right? So like they're, you know, very much in awareness of this is his last full season, like all the way through. And then the cliffhanger at the end of that first episode is a regeneration that, spoilers, ends up not happening, but more spoilers, ends up being consequential later on in the series, specifically the Matt Smith era. But it also reminded me of how, like, at the time, I think people really wanted a multi-Doctor episode, and they wanted to see the classic Doctors, which, to be fair, we hadn't really seen in this show, so it would have probably just been confusing. But they teased that they were going to do it, and it ended up not doing it, is my memory of that, and it's a very frustrating experience. So like those feelings came up again when I was watching, and just like, like they're even playing into it. Like they know what we're expecting, and they're not giving it to us. Now we get 3 Doctors after a fashion, which is interesting in its own right, but is sort of sullied by the execution and like the little bit of nose tweaking that they were doing. And so, you know, and again, as much as I enjoyed seeing like Sarah Jane and stuff interact, it was just too full. It's like imagine a Marvel movie where they have all of the heroes in it, like no one really gets a chance to do much. That's what this was like. I don't want to say decades before, it was more like years before, because when was Avengers? Because Iron Man was 2008, wasn't it? Was Avengers 2012? So it was like 5 years before that. Anyway. Can I climb up this ice here? Can I climb up it? Can I climb up the ice? Can I? I can't. A magic ring, you say? All right. Because I want to climb down this ice, but I also can't. Can I climb up this ice or this ice? Can I go up here? I can't. It feels like it's teasing me that I can do something that I can't actually do. Ah, darn it. Anyway. I'm still playing with Ayla. I need to change my characters out. Anyway, so I got through that, and then like the big universe-ending plot. Like, that's our third in a row, and it's starting to get a little tired. Little bit. And it's gonna happen again with the end of time, which I certainly have feelings about. Oh, I want to switch up Ayla and Froggy. There we go. Have her in the lead. I can't go that way. All right. Maybe I have to go through caves and stuff to get there? All right, Marla, heal him up. Where is it? Wait, what's going on? Which one's Ayla? Marla. Aura, there we go. Give it to Frog. There we go. There we go, that's better. Oh, Marla needs to get healed too. Ooh. Well, Frog can heal everyone, right? I just used some, shoot. Alright, well, knock it off, you butt. Alright, Frog first. Heal. And Aura. Alright. I'm not being as concise, and I feel like I'm being a dead horse. So let me just say that I'm on the specials now, including the third Christmas special. Tenet got 4 of them. Like, his introductory episode was a Christmas special, and then his exit episode was a Christmas special. It's actually a 2-part Christmas special, right? Or was just one of them officially a Christmas special? I'm not even sure anymore. So he either got 4 or he got 5. Depending on how you want to do the math. And no one has even gotten 4. Did Jodie Whittaker get 4? First season, second season, third. Yeah, Jodie Whittaker got 4. But hers wasn't like a they did New Year's specials with her, and they didn't have a New Year's special. Like hers was just like just the one thing that they had in 2022. So I gotta mention like the next Doctor like really played on the idea that we knew that Tennant's time was over, but we also knew that he had all those specials left. So it's like, what's the point of teasing this next Doctor we know it's not the real guy. Like, we can suspect anyway that it's not going to be the actual next actor because it hadn't been announced. I guess they could have done it that way. That could have been interesting, but they didn't, and that was hot on the heels, because it was the next episode after the finale, hot on the heels of not giving us a multi-doctor episode for the finale. So it's just like rubbing salt in the wound. Like, what are you guys doing? It's more tweaking of that nose. But anyway, it happened eventually. We got it for the 60th anniversary, which the 10-year anniversaries are usually when we get those anyway. Historically, being the 10th and 20th anniversaries I'm referring to. But there was a 2-doctor episode for the 25th? What year would that have been? It was before that, because it was during Colin Baker's time, so 86? 85? I'm sure they just did it because, you know, Patrick Troughton is amazing and a great sport. He died like in '88, I think. Ooh. Even a Lavos spawn is entirely fatal. Good lord. All right, well, what do I do? I got completely hammered. Move to a new area with a wall ring and a save point. I don't remember that area. No weaknesses. Great. Ugh, this again. One. Shoot him! You have a crossbow. He is flying. Shoot him. Gravy. Okay, I don't see. Oh, hello. Wall ring. Whatever that means. Oh, there's the save point. Alright, so now, oh, it's been a few hours, huh? Now I want to, use my shelter. Give me shelter. Ooh, shelter. Fantastic. All right, that's much better. Let's save Chrono, y'all. So anyway, I think I've gotten through the best of my memories anyway of the David Tennant Doctor Who, and I'm looking for this to just be over. What I recall of the specials was a head. Attack the head. What I recall of the specials is that they're okay, but the end of time I'm just not remotely looking forward to. Let's get frog. I am a little bit, because I want to see John Sim again, but then I remember what it's like and I kind of don't. So, ouch, what's that? Oh, she healed? All right, I'll take that. I also realized at the end of the previous season, with the John Saxon stuff and the Master coming back, how well that was done, first of all. Ooh, I was gonna put the Megas to sleep. Did it not work? Thank God. Is it getting stronger? Those hits aren't doing as much damage. Ouch. Oh, it didn't hurt that much. He's confused though, so that's not great. Knock it off, Froggy. I realized after watching his episodes again though that like they've only used the Master in the new show. Oops, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that either. Heal her and then heal everyone. That they only use him for the big world-ending plots, right? And it wasn't until they brought on Missy where they used her for one more world-ending plot. But then she became a regular fixture, kind of like the Master had become, or how it started out really, as just an occasional annoyance. Not like, you know, a jokey, useless one, but still, you were able to investigate the character more and like realize why it was a big deal that he had been brought back, or she in this case. So especially in Capaldi's final season, I really feel like that showed the strength of the character. So that is to say, it also ended in a big world-ending plot, more or less. Bringing back John Sim, almost as like a tongue-in-cheek like knock at that whole thing. But it was also a multiple Master episode, which you never got to see before, because all you had before was Roger Delgado, who I believe had died by the point that Anthony Aileen took over. So there was no opportunity. And Anthony Aileen either was very old or not able or interested to be in the new Doctor Who. Kind of like how they mentioned the Brigadier in an episode, but didn't show him because Nicholas, oh boy, I forgot his name. The actor was quite old at that time too, and he was such a good sport. He'd been around since the Troughton era, you know? So, well, there's Cure too. Can't forget about that. Anyway, that's more Doctor Who than I wanted to talk. But I've been watching a lot of it, so I have a lot of thoughts. I'm writing them down too for a proper podcast, so we'll see how much of these thoughts make it onto the show proper. Because these conversations can go all kinds of different ways. Oh, shnikes. And I think we'll have Miles back too. I think that was the original intent, was to have him back for the next phase of Doctor Who. So Vinck's watching that with his kids, so it'll depend on whatever pace they do that. But I see no reason to wait to do a follow-up. It'll be the first, unless we do like Ted Lasso season 2 or whatever first. It'll be the first time we've followed up a show. I'd like to do Farscape season 2, but that's 22 episodes of stuff, and Vinck's got only so much time. Oh, come on now. All right. Oh, hello. So we're here again. Oh, I didn't go in that cave? What did I just do? I'm so confused. Did I open that cave? Oh, I gotta fight these guys again. Grr, arg. Anyway. What else? Video games, TV shows. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft again. My kids are... Ooh. Full heal to an ally. I don't need to do that. Yeah, my kids have been talking about it, want to play with me, and they even are borrowing books from the library. They really want me to read with them, so I've been playing my survival game again, which I hadn't done for months. I played it on the stream last year at some point where I was building this giant dwarven hall. I've gotten to the point where I've removed all the flooring because I've built all the walls out and stuff. And I'm making a statue on them, but then I realized I don't really need all that flooring to do the statue. I can just put scaffolding around that area. Ooze. Dang it. Glacier. Double cure. Ice water. Here, I'll do that. And yeah, so I've been building up that. I've been exploring more. I found some new biomes I didn't even know were on my island. It's not really an island so much. It's big. It's pretty big. So, like we just read about the dark forests, and there's apparently dark oak in those forests because I found such a biome in my game not far from my main starting point. So, all right, you got me intrigued. Didn't find a forest mansion though, so that's okay. I recall there being giant mushrooms before, and I think I found the same spot, which was actually very close to the dark forest biome. So, but it wasn't like all giant mushrooms. There were just like a few of them scattered out throughout the trees, which is interesting. We're playing the PS4 version for anyone curious. Oh, you butt. Star Scythe. That's probably for my boy the Magus here. But yeah, lots to do. They wanted to play with me in my world. So that kind of prompted me to start doing this stuff because they want to be able to mine things. And, so I got to get things a little prepped to explore a bit more so I know where they can go to do the things they want to do with the time that I have. So. All right. Yep, good thing. Ooh, she's dead. Dang it. Well, hopefully they won't die at least. So I'll let, attack item to revive. And I gotta heal her ASAP. Farts. We'll do a lapis. I'll get everyone. And then we'll heal. I'll get everyone. Maybe I'll have her heal herself too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Psy sleep. Ah. Oh crap! Shoot! Dang it! That was my stupid fault. And she's dead again. Great. Ooh. Yikes. Little Lapis going. We'll get a heal going. We'll get an aura going on her. Boy, this is not great. Oh, Froggy, no. Heal. Her attack. That would be something useful. Jeepers. These guys are tough. No! Ugh. Not too bad, but she has cure, right? I could do that. Ooh, that's no good. Did I wake him up at least? God, I hope so. Wow, alright. She's gonna absorb that, thank God. Double cure. Sweet. Yeah. Let's go, everyone. Beautiful. Ah! I'm gonna hit my powerhouse. Doesn't affect him, that's right. There we go. That's more like it. Oh, thank God. Dark bomb, eh? Seems like it'll come in handy. Hello, fella. Alright. It's slippery, he says. So find out what that means. Ah! Nope, not dealing with that crap. Is it gonna stop blowing? No, it's not. Oh, okay. So I'm trying to fight against the wind, but if I fight too hard, then I'll end up going off the other side. Okay, all right, so I got it. If I run, if I push up, it'll be just enough to get to not slip, and then if I need to go up farther than that, I can push the run button. This reminds me of Marble Madness. In a good way? I don't know. Okay. Shoot. Well, that's a bunch of poop. Ugh, come on now. So yeah, not much I can say about Minecraft without showing you what I'm doing, but I'm not trying to get to the end or anything like that. Just playing for fun. I need to save him. We'll do a little heal. Hello, Reluctant Hero. How are you this evening? We're trying to save Chrono. We have a Chrono clone, and we're gonna save his soul basically. We're pulling an Adventure Zone right now, which maybe Adventure Zone got the idea from this game. Thinking that's probably likely. All right, now what? Push the shell, climb the shell. The shell, you say? That's pretty good. Dark helm. I'm going to give that to her if she can wear it. She cannot, because she's a girl. So sweet. Show you a time egg. Save that here too. We're also going to use a shelter. Most of it restored the MP. Might as well save here too. Save state. Ah, I need to stop that. Save here. Here. Alright. Oh, God, another one. This is still my first playthrough, yes. Oh. Well, I guess I can use heal right away then. Alright, he got 2 hits in. Excellent. Ugh, it's not doing enough healing. At least she shot him and didn't try to smack him with her friggin'... Is there a heal too? There isn't. There's a cure too. Oh, what does that do? Oh, it's just 1 ally's health. Yes, Toshi, no problem. Good to see ya. You missed my diatribe about the David Tennant era of Doctor Who. Which I've almost rewatched in its entirety. There's a lot good there, like a lot good I didn't remember. There was an entire episode I forgot about. Which one was it? I forgot about it again. I want to talk about guitar stuff. I've been looking at a new amp because I hate the reverb I have. My amp's reverb exists, but it's not. I could use it in a pinch. I ended up buying a pedal, which wasn't very expensive. But as such, it's not very good. But it's serviceable. In fact, I was able to make it work sound a bit better recently. It's still not what I want. Last year at some point I played an orange amp, a solid state one, that had, I thought, great reverb, at least compared to what I have. So, because it was only like $300 or $280, I was like, oh, this would be great. Like, I'll get that. If I like the dirty channel, then shoot. If I like the dirty channel on it, then I could also possibly replace another pedal I have, which, well, that's not great because it's the most expensive one that I have on my board. But, oh, I was able to get through that fast. How's your sister? How are you? Talking Satoshi for those who aren't following the chat. Frog squash. I guess I'll find out what that is later. Oh, the shell is still here. Push the shell, move the shell. Got it. Climb the shell. Yeah. This time the shell didn't disappear. How do I climb onto the shell? Ah, there we go. Yes, I see. Yes. Ugh. Got it. Push A to win. So from that perspective, it seemed like I was going to buy an amp for free, basically. Reduce stuff on my pedal board and like have more room for other things. I may not care for the dirty channel so much. I don't really know. It might be fine. But I did some more digging around and asked my brother-in-law / bandmate about it, and it won't be powerful enough, at least the model I looked at, for live gigging. So the one that would be powerful enough, which I assume has reverb on it, I assume it's the same good reverb, is $600. So I have to wait for some tax returns or bonuses or whatever. I was also thinking of getting another new guitar because I'd like to have two I can play during a show. Either for backup or just because I feel like it that day. Here we go. We got our egg, we got the pendant, and we have the Chrono clone. And apparently we can only revive him if his life is important to the timeline or whatever. Whoever determines that, I have no idea. Oh, yeah. I have a cousin, one of my mom's cousins, so she would be my second cousin, and her father died recently in a motorcycle accident. And so I've been thinking about her a lot. And she's turned, well, he died when she was 25, and like my dad almost died when I was around 27. So I've been thinking about that a lot. So I guess it's, I don't know, what am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I feel you. The heavens are opening. There's an eclipse? What's going on? Oh, we're in the mountain. Are we in the mountain? What are we seeing right now? Very confused. Oh. Oh, we're going into his timeline. So it's our own past. We're crossing into our own time stream. Why? Should we? Dot, dot, dot. What's a pity? Am I able to change this? Oh, so it's the clone Chrono who dies? This is... Okay. Oh my god. Speaking of Doctor Who, time travel and all, I didn't even think about how appropriate that was. So speaking of Doctor Who, they do this for a companion, for a Doctor who I won't mention. I spoiled a lot, so I feel like I have to like be vague now, who dies because of a quantum lock. And so their life is forfeit no matter what. And through the use of Time Lord technology, they were able to bring this companion back, but it's dangerous because if they don't put that person back when they die at the fated hour, the way time recorded it, it will unravel all of history. So this feels like that exact thing where they were able to freeze time like this and replace them. Of course, this happened 2 decades prior, so... Tree of knowledge kind of thing? What's going on here? Oh, we're getting close to... My alarm didn't go off, is it? Oh, it's not supposed to yet. Hold on. Yeah, 5 minutes. We were able to save Chrono, guys. I named the episode correctly. This is an amazing sequence. I love this. This is great. This whole thing has been great. We saved him. Aww. I'm glad I had her in the party. I'm glad I brought her back. Aww. Oh. What would have happened if I didn't have her in the party? It would have been like lame, like, atta boy, Chrono. No homo. So lame. He's like, what? I was fighting Lavos. Oh, you know what? You know what else I played? I played the Splatfest recently, Splatoon 3, and all my kids got to as well. So that was very exciting. The Wings of Time looking for you. Oh, I can still do the Sunstone. I think the Loft Night thing I did already. Okay. So MP restored. Oh, so good. All right, I'm going to save this on save point 1, which is hanging out at the fair before the past. Then we're returning Marla to the castle. So Alright. I'll save this on slot 1. Imagine Robo Ah, so good. So good. All right. What do I want to do? Could I have like taken Chrono out of my party before? I never tried. I always kind of assumed he'd have to be in it. But to make us out. Unless I want to go to the past with him to fight Ozzy. Oh, maybe that's a good idea. I'm going to try that. All right, we got a little bit of time. Let's see if we can fight Ozzy. Oops. Where is he? There he is. By himself. What a brooding loner. Oh, interesting. Yeah, well, I've been there. All right, who are other places? Place Frog Demon. All right. Oh, so many places. The TARDIS is supposed to follow us, right? Is that what he said? Oh! I haven't seen that effect for a while. Very Doctor Who of them. Good Lord. He doesn't even walk. He flies across the floor. I never noticed that before. What a great effect. What a great game. This is a great game, you guys. This is one of the best games ever made. Where did I leave it? Game more levels than Robo. Oh, that's how I get there. Okay, so it's here, here. Okay. End of time. Oh, that's where we are currently, the infinite. Doctor Who also dealt with the end of time, year 100 trillion, where there were still, all the suns had burned out, but there were still like black holes and stuff that people could. What a depressing thought. None of us will make it that far, so why should we worry that much, I guess? But if life is still around then. Where was I going? Oh, I was going to the Middle Ages to fight Ozzy. Might run out of time, unfortunately. Listen, even in the 90s, it was hard to get a hold of this game, right? I also didn't play RPGs in the 90s, so it's like my own fault. Where the heck is Ozzy? Oh, right there. Okay. We're gonna try this again for a few minutes anyway. There he is. Tried this once already and did not succeed very well, so. No, the Great Magus! I watched a TikTok recently, Twitchy Witch, I believe, who was talking about the origin of the word Magi, which was from Madri? They were, and I knew this already, but they were basically astrologers, right? They weren't kings per se. And maybe the whole astrology thing was downplayed because of the church's insistence upon not entertaining the not the Apocrypha, because that was the stories of Jesus, the whatever, the occult. There we go. It didn't say how many there actually were. It just said there were 3 gifts, so you assume 3 wise men, but it didn't actually say that in the text. There's only one gospel that talks about them too. Anyway, right, so it had to do with the etymology of the phrase. I wonder if it has anything to do with the word madrigal. Feels like it might. There you go, Chrono. Give them hell. Give them hell. I feel like Flea here is them. Is it Flea? I thought it was Ozzy, Sting, and Slash. It was Flea also. I mean, Flea getting into this game with the Red Hot Chili Peppers being like big in the 90s feels like a, you know, because like Slash and Sting were from before that, so, and Ozzy, of course. I've done this twice before, by the way, in the last episode, so we'll see how I do this time. Where do you play Final Fantasy VI? Right. So I mentioned this too because the last episode was literally on the Feast of the Epiphany, and we had the 3 wise men, or the 3 magi, sorry, the 3 gurus who are all named after the 3 magi. So, and the magi being like Madri, I could see that being a sort of drift in the linguistic practice. All right, who do we got now? I still haven't given up, it's true. Slash. Am I making up Sting? Was Sting not one of the... You right. So speaking of like music and guitars, I really want a Stratocaster, and I'm not sure where I should land on this. Because I got a Squier Strat, and I stopped myself from buying a really gorgeous, but probably not all that well built or great sounding 40th anniversary Squier Strat for, at the time, ooh, what, it was like $360, I want to say. Normally 600, and like I bought a $600 guitar before, and I really like it. But I feel like I've played versions of it. Oh, I already beat them. I played a different version of it that wasn't the same color as the one that I was looking at, and it feels cheaper than my Firebird. So I feel like I should get a proper Fender Strat, and I've really enjoyed the one I've gotten to play in the past before. Oh, I need to stop, guys. I'm not going to make it to the end of this. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. We'll just stop here. All right. Sorry, I'm going to pick this up next time. All right. Thank you all for joining us on this Famicom Dojo Pile of Shame Live. As always, the best way to support us is on Patreon, patreon.com/Famicom Dojo, where even $1 is better than an ad. And do you know why that is? That is because you get so many cool things. And if everyone that like watched these videos paid $1 a month, we get way more than the ads that we would get in a typical month. So if you like what you see and you want to see more of it, we are working on a new video right now, and there is a draft of it available on Patreon right now. And so we're going to do more of those. Should hopefully get another one out next week, and the video itself should be out in February, I'm thinking. And then we also owe t-shirts to people, which we have to get a new design out. So I will read off those names of our current supporters. All right, in our Dojo Disciple tier, we have Andrew Greeley, Dana Hathcock, Earl Grey III. And in our You Might Get a T-Shirt tier, we have Butt Lord, Joda A. Cornelius, Keith Robinson, Lena Blue, Peter Burrell, and Rachel Moser. So head over there now to support us. If you are listening to this right now, you should subscribe to the Famicom Dojo live channel, subscribe to the Famicom Dojo channel, subscribe to the SeanOrange channel, where all kinds of awesome things are going to happen in 2023. And I guess until next time, the dojo is going to get the end tag updated with the correct date next week. Promise. Maybe.
Famicom Dojo.